In Test cricket, fast bowlers may intimidate, but spinners decide matches. Across 5 days, it's the men who turn the ball, control the tempo, and outthink batters who leave the deepest mark on the game's longest format. From finger spinners who strangle teams with accuracy to leg spinners who bamboozle the very best, Test cricket has produced some truly extraordinary bowling minds. In this video, we rank the top 20 greatest spinners in the history of Test cricket based not on popularity but on impact, wickets, match-winning performances, longevity, success away from home, and dominance against elite opposition. This list spans eras, continents, and styles, and yes, some rankings will spark debate, so watch till the end, and if you disagree, comment one spinner you would move and where. Let's begin. Number 20, Hugh Trumble. Hugh Trumble earns his place on this list as one of the most important transitional spinners in Test cricket history. Playing at the turn of the 20th century, Trumble was a classical off-spinner whose greatest strength was control rather than mystery. He finished his Test career with 141 wickets at an outstanding average of just over 21, remarkable in an era dominated by uncovered pitches and unpredictable conditions. Trumble was especially effective against England, consistently exploiting subtle variations in flight and pace to outthink batters rather than overpower them. While he may not possess the raw numbers or highlight real moments of later greats, his influence on the evolution of off-spin bowling and his role in Australia's early dominance secure his place among the greatest Test spinners of all time. Number 19, Hugh Tayfield. Hugh Tayfield stands as one of South Africa's greatest spin bowlers and a genuine giant of off-spin in the post-war era. Operating in conditions that rarely favoured spin, Tayfield relied on exceptional control, sharp dip, and relentless accuracy to dismantle batting lineups. He finished his Test career with 170 wickets at an outstanding average of just under 20, a figure that places him among the most efficient spinners the game has ever seen. Tayfield was particularly effective in pressure situations, often breaking stubborn partnerships through patience rather than flamboyance. Although his international career was limited by South Africa's isolation and a shorter playing span, his statistical dominance and match-winning consistency ensure his rightful place among the greatest Test spinners in cricket history. Number 18, Daniel Vettori. Daniel Vettori earns his place among the great Test spinners through intelligence, longevity, and remarkable adaptability. Bowling left-arm orthodox in conditions that traditionally offered little assistance to spin, Vettori became New Zealand's most reliable wicket-taker for over a decade. He finished his Test career with 362 wickets, combining subtle flight, drift, and impeccable control rather than extravagant turn. Vettori was particularly effective away from home, regularly leading New Zealand's attack on unhelpful surfaces against stronger opposition. Beyond his bowling, his tactical awareness and leadership elevated the teams he played in, often carrying an inexperienced attack through long spells. While he may not have been the most destructive spinner on this list, his consistency, durability, and impact across eras firmly secure his place among the greatest Test spinners in history. Number 17, Johnny Wardle. Johnny Wardle was one of England's most intelligent and effective spinners during the post-war era, excelling through control, variation, and tactical awareness rather than raw turn. A left-arm orthodox bowler, Wardle was particularly dangerous on wearing pitches, where his subtle changes in pace and flight consistently troubled top-order batters. He finished his Test career with 102 wickets at an impressive average of under 21, underlining his efficiency whenever conditions offered even slight assistance. Wardle was also a reliable lower-order contributor with the bat, adding valuable depth to England's Test side. Although his international career was relatively short, his impact in crucial matches and his reputation as a thinking spinner ensure his inclusion among the greatest Test spinners in cricket history. Number 16, Bishan Singh Bedi. Bishan Singh Bedi was the embodiment of classical left-arm spin bowling, built on elegance, control, and relentless accuracy. A key member of India's famed spin quartet of the 1960s and 1970s, Bedi thrived not through mystery, but through subtle variations in flight, pace, and angles. He finished his Test career with 266 wickets at an excellent average of just over 28, often operating as the controlling force that allowed attacking spinners around him to flourish. Benny was particularly effective in long spells, patiently building pressure and forcing batters into mistakes. Beyond statistics, his influence as a leader and thinker of spin bowling left a lasting legacy, making him one of the most technically refined spinners in Test cricket history. Number 15. Richie Benaud. Richie Benaud was far more than a leg spinner. He was one of the sharpest cricketing minds the game has ever produced. As a bowler, Benaud relied on flight, deception and tactical awareness rather than extravagant turn, finishing his Test career with 248 wickets at an impressive average of just over 27. What truly elevated him, however, was his match awareness. Benaud understood when to attack, when to contain, and how to use spin as a weapon within a broader strategy. As captain, he revolutionised Australia's approach to Test cricket, favouring positive tactics and aggressive declarations. Bowling in an era that often favoured fast men, Benaud consistently delivered breakthroughs and controlled the tempo of matches. His influence on leg spin, leadership and cricketing philosophy ensures his place among the greatest Test spinners of all time. Number 14. Lance Gibbs. Lance Gibbs was one of the most underrated yet relentlessly effective spinners in Test cricket history. An off-spinner from the West Indies, Gibbs built his success on exceptional control, subtle variation and tireless consistency rather than dramatic turn. He became the first spinner in Test history to take over 300 wickets, finishing his career with 309 wickets at an excellent average of just under 30. An extraordinary achievement in an era and region traditionally dominated by fast bowling. Gibbs was particularly valuable away from home, regularly delivering long, disciplined spells on unresponsive surfaces to apply pressure and force mistakes. His ability to bowl unchanged for hours gave his captains immense control in Test matches. While he rarely sought the spotlight, Gibbs's durability, efficiency and match impact firmly earned him a place among the greatest Test spinners of all time. Number 13. Rangana Herath. Rangana Herath stands as one of the most effective late-blooming spinners in Test cricket history. Stepping out of the long shadow of Muttiah Muralitharan, Herath reinvented himself as Sri Lanka's primary strike bowler and delivered relentlessly. A left-arm orthodox spinner, he combined accuracy, subtle variation and exceptional stamina to dominate both home and away conditions. Herath finished his Test career with 433 wickets at an excellent average, making him the most successful left-arm spinner in the history of the format. He was particularly devastating in Asia, where his ability to extract bounce and turn late in matches regularly dismantled strong batting lineups. Beyond the numbers, Herath's consistency, durability and ability to lead an attack on his own cement his status as one of the great match-winning spinners in Test cricket. Number 12. Nathan Lyon. Nathan Lyon earns his place among the great Test spinners through durability, adaptability and sustained excellence across all conditions. Australia's most prolific off-spinner, Lyon finished his Test career with over 490 wickets, consistently delivering for more than a decade. In an era that often favoured pace bowling, what sets Lyon apart is his effectiveness away from home, particularly in Asia, where many Australian spinners before him struggled. He relied not on sharp turn, but on overspin, bounce, subtle drift and relentless accuracy to build pressure and create opportunities. Lyon was also a dependable fourth innings bowler, frequently closing out matches with control and composure. While he may not possess the mystery of some spinners on this list, his consistency, longevity and success across continents firmly established Nathan Lyon as one of the finest Test spinners in cricket history. Number 11. Ravichandran Ashwin. Ravichandran Ashwin stands as one of the most cerebral and innovative spinners in Test cricket history. A modern great, Ashwin combined classical off-spin with a sharp analytical mind, constantly evolving his craft to outthink batters across conditions. He finished his Test career with over 500 wickets at an outstanding average, making him one of the fastest spinners to reach major milestones in the format. Ashwin was particularly dominant in home conditions, where his variations in pace, drift and angles made him almost unplayable, but he also produced several decisive performances overseas. Beyond raw numbers, Ashwin's tactical awareness and willingness to experiment set him apart in the modern era. While debates continue over his ranking among the all-time elite, his sustained excellence and match-winning impact secure his place among the greatest test spinners ever. Number 10. Saqlain Mushtaq. Saqlain Mushtaq was one of the most inventive and dangerous off-spinners the game has ever seen. Bursting onto the international scene in the late 1990s, Saqlain combined sharp turn, deceptive flight and fearless attacking, intent to trouble even the best batters. He finished his Test career with 208 wickets, at an excellent average, despite playing in an era increasingly dominated by fast bowling. Saqlain was particularly lethal in Asian conditions, where his ability to extract sudden turn and bounce made him a constant wicket-taking threat. His greatest legacy, however, lies in innovation, most notably the development and refinement of the doosra, which changed the way off-spin was bowled in modern cricket. Though his career was shorter than many on this list, Saqlain's peak impact and lasting influence secure his place among the greatest test spinners of all time. Number 9. Headley Verity. Headley Verity remains one of the most statistically extraordinary spinners in the history of Test cricket. A left-arm orthodox bowler for England, Verity achieved numbers that still defy belief, finishing his Test career with 144 wickets at an astonishing average of just over 24, including some of the most devastating spells ever recorded. His mastery on uncovered pitches was unparalleled, most famously demonstrated by his match figures of 15 for 104 against Australia at Lord's in 1934. Verity relied on immaculate control, subtle changes in pace, and an exceptional understanding of conditions rather than mystery or flamboyance. Though his international career was tragically cut short by the Second World War, his efficiency, match-winning ability, and enduring legacy ensure his place among the greatest test spinners of all time. Number 8. Bill O'Reilly. Bill O'Reilly was one of the most fearsome and unconventional spinners Test cricket has ever seen. A tall, fast leg spinner, O'Reilly bowled with pace, bounce and aggression, more commonly associated with fast bowlers, making him a uniquely intimidating presence. He finished his Test career with 144 wickets at an exceptional average of just over 22, numbers that underline his match-winning effectiveness. O'Reilly was particularly devastating on uncovered pitches, where his steep bounce and sharp turn made him almost unplayable. Unlike many spinners, he attacked relentlessly, using spin as a weapon rather than a holding option. His impact was amplified by his ability to dominate top-class opposition, often breaking games open in short, destructive spells. O'Reilly's blend of hostility, control, and wicket-taking intent firmly secures his place among the greatest test spinners in cricket history. Number 7. Jim Laker. Jim Laker holds a unique and permanent place in Test cricket history as one of the most dominant match-winning spinners the game has ever seen. An off-spinner of exceptional accuracy and stamina, Laker's name is forever linked with the greatest bowling performance in Test history, his astonishing match figures of 19 for 90 against Australia at Old Trafford in 1956. Beyond that iconic feat, Laker finished his Test career with 193 wickets at an outstanding average of just over 21, underlining his sustained effectiveness. He relied on relentless control, subtle drift, and unwavering patience to dismantle batting lineups over long spells. Particularly deadly on helpful surfaces, Laker could single-handedly decide the outcome of a Test match. His peak impact and ability to completely dominate games earn him a deserved place among the greatest Test spinners of all time. Number 6. Clarrie Grimmett. Clarrie Grimmett was one of the most technically accomplished and intellectually rigorous leg spinners in the history of Test cricket. Renowned for his extraordinary control, subtle variation, and relentless accuracy, Grimmett built his success not on extravagant turn, but on deception and consistency. He finished his Test career with 216 wickets at an exceptional average of just over 24, becoming one of the most reliable match winners of his era. Grimmett was particularly effective over long spells, patiently setting batters up through changes in flight, pace and angle. Despite beginning his Test career relatively late, his longevity and sustained dominance set him apart from many contemporaries. Beyond his performances, Grimmett's analytical approach to leg spin influenced generations of bowlers that followed. His mastery of craft combined with proven match-winning impact firmly secures his place among the greatest Test spinners of all time. Number 5. Derek Underwood. Derek Underwood was one of the most lethal and precise spinners Test cricket has ever produced, earning the nickname Deadly for good reason. A left-arm orthodox bowler, Underwood was especially devastating on damp and wearing pitches, where his accuracy, skid, and subtle variation made survival almost impossible for batters. He finished his Test career with 297 wickets at an excellent average of just over 25, often striking at critical moments to swing matches decisively in England's favour. Underwood's strength lay in his control, rarely offering scoring opportunities while relentlessly building pressure. Unlike many spinners, he thrived in seam-friendly conditions, proving his adaptability and tactical intelligence. His consistency across a long career, combined with an extraordinary ability to exploit conditions better than almost anyone before or since, secures Derek Underwood's place among the greatest Test spinners of all time. Before we reveal the top 4, it's worth remembering that the spinners who just missed out would be top-tier legends in any other era. This list is separated by the finest of margins. Stuart MacGill, Abdul Qadir, Graeme Swann, Erapalli Prasanna, Ashley Mallet, Bhagwat Chandrasekhar, Tony Locke, Bill Johnston, Subhash Gupta, Titch Freeman, Ashley Giles, Venkat Raghavan, Ravindra Jadeja, Shakib Al-Hassan, Harbhajan Singh, Yasir Shah, Garfield Sobers, Keshav Maharaj, Mehdi Hassan Miraz, Moeen Ali, Dilruwan Pereira. Number 4. Sydney Barnes. Sydney Barnes remains one of the most extraordinary and enigmatic bowlers in Test cricket history. Although often classified broadly as a spin bowler, Barnes operated with a unique hybrid style, extracting vicious movement off the pitch through finger spin, seam, and exceptional wrist control. His Test record is astonishing by any standard: 189 wickets at an average of just over 16, a figure that places him among the most efficient wicket takers the game has ever seen. Barnes was devastating away from home, particularly in Australia and South Africa, where he regularly dismantled top-class batting lineups. What truly sets him apart is his dominance across conditions and opponents, achieved without the benefit of modern analysis or protective equipment. Despite a relatively short and unconventional international career, Barnes' sheer effectiveness and statistical supremacy earn him a place just outside the very top tier of Test spinners. Number 3. Anil Kumble. Anil Kumble was one of the most relentless and durable spinners Test cricket has ever seen, succeeding not through extravagant turn, but through accuracy, bounce, and sheer persistence. A leg spinner in name, Kumble relied on pace through the air, overspin, and impeccable control to trouble batters on all surfaces. He finished his Test career with 619 wickets, making him one of the highest wicket takers in the history of the format. Kumble was particularly effective overseas, producing match-winning performances in conditions traditionally unfavourable to spin, including England, Australia, and the West Indies. His famous 10-wicket haul in an innings against Pakistan stands as one of the game's most iconic achievements. Beyond the numbers, Kumble's resilience, leadership, and ability to carry India's attack for years secure his place among the greatest Test spinners of all time. Number 2. Shane Warne. Shane Warne was the most influential leg spinner Test cricket has ever known, redefining the art of spin bowling for a modern generation. Possessing extraordinary control, sharp turn, and an unrivaled tactical brain, Warne turned matches through intimidation as much as deception. He finished his Test career with 708 wickets, a record at the time, and a testament to his sustained dominance against the very best batters in the world. Warne was a master of pressure, thriving in high-stakes moments, and producing defining performances in iconic series, particularly in England. More than just statistics, Warne brought theatre to spin bowling, setting traps, outthinking opponents, and shifting momentum with a single delivery. Though narrowly missing the top spot, his impact, aura, and legacy firmly secure Shane Warne's place as one of the greatest Test spinners in cricket history. Number 1. Muttiah Muralitharan. Muttiah Muralitharan stands alone as the greatest spinner in the history of Test cricket. With an unmatched combination of skill, variation, and durability, Murali redefined what was possible for a spin bowler in the longest format. He finished his Test career with an extraordinary 800 wickets at a remarkable average, numbers that remain unparalleled in cricket history. Murali's genius lay in his endless variations: sharp turn, prodigious drift, subtle changes in pace, and relentless accuracy, making him devastating in both home and away conditions. He consistently dominated the strongest batting lineups across continents, often single-handedly winning test matches for Sri Lanka. Beyond statistics, Murali's impact was transformational, inspiring generations of spinners worldwide. When longevity, dominance, adaptability, and match-winning influence are weighed together, Muttiah Muralitharan stands as the undisputed greatest test spinner of all time. From classical finger spinners to revolutionary leg spinners, Test cricket's history has been shaped by bowlers who mastered patience, precision, and pressure. Ranking the greatest spinners is never about numbers alone. It's about impact, adaptability, and the ability to win matches across eras and conditions. This list reflects those principles, but as with any ranking, debate is inevitable and welcome. If you disagree, comment one spinner you would move and where, no full lists. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Test cricket history, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Real Life Top 10s, and share it with fellow cricket fans. Which ranking should we tackle next?